My name is Daniel Armanios, and I'm the BT Professor and Chair of Major Program Management here at the University of Oxford's Said Business School. And I am the lead author of the forthcoming piece in the California Management Review entitled Major Program Value Creation and Capture, the S-Cube Framework for Assessing and Minimizing Risk Propagation to Maximize Opportunities for Value Creation.
I'm Marc Ventresca, here on the faculty also at the Said Business School at the University of Oxford. I'm also a governing body fellow of Wolfson College. This project, this paper, this collaboration was extraordinary. It was a chance for us to bring core social sciences insights into conversation with our engineering colleagues and also with practitioners.
My name is Maher Itani. I'm a senior advisor with Oman's National Vision 2040. As a practitioner, what got me really excited about this collaboration was the opportunity to bridge theory with practice.
Hi, my name is McCulloch and I'm the Professor of Engineering Systems in the Department of Engineering Science. This has been an amazing transdisciplinary collaboration between engineering and the social sciences.
In this paper, we present a new framework for managing major programs. Major programs are large-scale initiatives that are delivered through an assembly of interconnected and highly distributed projects. Examples of such major programs are net zero initiatives that seek to decarbonize industry, geopolitical security operations such as peacekeeping missions, or those classified in the big sciences, such as fusion energy, quantum computing, and geospatial satellite constellations. The challenge with current frameworks is that they predominantly work at the project level and not at the program level. Major programs of this size cannot be devolved down to their individual project components. This is because risks can propagate in a program. When a single project goes wrong, this does not just hinder that project. It hinders all other projects connected to it within the program. How then do we manage such propagation of risk at a program level rather than a project level to ensure these programs deliver their anticipated value? This is a challenge that does not respect traditional disciplinary boundaries. Therefore, in this paper, we combined insights from engineering, sociology, and practice to distill what we argue are the essential attributes for building capabilities to detect sources of risk and to quickly stop their spread within a program. We call this resulting framework S-cubed.
At its heart, the S-cubed framework has three S's. The first is that of scoping, which focuses on bounding and learning. Engineers have learned to bound risk by over-design by using safety factors to ensure that the product works under many different circumstances. However, they also continually learn, mainly through experimentation, to see how we can make a better product.
This is about setting priorities, which requires balancing between shielding a program from unmanageable risks and learning from manageable ones to enhance program resilience. Practically, this means program leaders need to set initial tolerance thresholds, experiment with new practices that can help quickly detect unexpected disruptions that inevitably arise, and change initial tolerances based on the learning accrued through such experimentation over time. Scoping is key in protecting the expected value of a program. The second S is scaffolding. This is about information sharing, which requires balancing between executing existing program needs and envisioning new possibilities to manage needs that may arise in the future. Practically, this means program leaders need to build organizational tools to curate existing information, build digital tools to envision new knowledge, and codify and store learning over time so it can be consulted upon in the future. Scaffolding is key in creating new sources of value from a program.
We as engineers continually worry about how do we make sure that the product is appropriate for a particular context. But then we also envisioned how we could use this particular product in a new context and how we may need to adapt and change it for that particular context.
The third S is sensing. This is about situational awareness, which requires balancing between detecting missing or marginalized stakeholders and resourcing that requires diverting computational and human resources away from current stakeholders and objectives. Practically, this means program leaders need to identify communities that are in the gaps of existing infrastructure that are more likely to be missed, engage with key thought leaders in these communities to build trust and to get an accurate community pulse on the program, and tracking changes in community behavior and preferences over time. Sensing is key in ensuring value is more inclusively distributed across all stakeholders that intersect the program.
This examines the tensions between detecting and resourcing. Detecting for engineers means being open and aware of new opportunities because of developments in material sciences or new techniques that have been developed. But we're also then very conscious that we need to set aside the right resources to be able to incorporate those new ideas and new materials into our new product design.
We then apply S-Cube to the case of Oman 2040, an ambitious, wide-spanning policy program that is guiding future ambitions of the Sultanate of Oman.
In this project, we used Oman's National Vision 2040 as a pioneering proof of concept to showcase the utility of this novel management framework.
We develop a set of cognitive mapping tools, accompanying network measures, and guidelines for how practitioners can implement S3 in their own programmatic work.
Our first step was turning the vision strategy document into literally an intricate web of over 1,000 interdependencies and linkages across 55 nodes and 10 themes. This created a baseline map which brought the text-based strategy document to life, allowing us to visualize, interact with, and measure how changes ripple throughout the entire ecosystem. It's truly like seeing the butterfly effect in action. This baseline map forms the foundation of the scoping component, the first S of the framework. Next, we build scaffolds, the second S of the framework, to strengthen the connectivity and flow between program elements. Much like scaffolding in construction provides structure and support to a building as it takes shape. Finally, the sensing component, the third S, institutionalizes an active feedback loop to ensure agility. Unlike traditional periodic reviews, this real-time approach catches inefficiencies early, enabling a more dynamic response.
We further demonstrate the benefits of these tools through a thought experiment of implementing a multi-stakeholder peacekeeping major program in a fictitious country. Overall, S3, S-Cubed, helps practitioners transition from the alleviation mindset of projects, which assumes risks can adequately be reduced at the front end, to a more mitigation mindset of programs, which assumes something unanticipated will go wrong, and we need to be ready as leaders to quickly identify the source and stop the bleeding. This was a truly joint interdisciplinary effort across an international author team of sociologists, engineers, and practitioners. Each member of the author team will now discuss what excited them about this collaboration.
As a closing remark, I truly believe that the S3 framework has profound implications for practitioners. It provides practical tools for managing complex initiatives in a sector-agnostic way, be it in government, NGOs, or large corporations. I'm excited to see how this framework evolves to drive a meaningful change. Thank you.
This has been a truly inspiring collaboration to develop this S-Cube framework. And we hope the insights that we have developed will help those who manage massive initiatives to meet global challenges.
The article and the framework it develops is really a systems view. I think there's a lot of talk today about ecosystems and systems in general. And I think what this framework gives us is a way to really understand something about the vulnerabilities, the routine vulnerabilities in all major programs, the components of this paper, the appendix, the application to the Omani experience. These are all, timely and useful. We don't know how to understand and how to evaluate these kinds of complex interdependent systems, particularly in the social sciences, in strategy, in operations. And so the framework and really the collaboration that Daniel Armanios convened has been both instructive and interesting, and we're excited about the outcomes so far. What there is now is a very early days framework with some applications and examples. So yeah, a great experience and something where we all had a chance to learn as well as to do our more familiar academic research. Thank you very much.
We hope this gives you a taste of our S-Cube S3 framework and what each of us found propelled our desire to engage in this important and interdisciplinary endeavor. As an added novel feature of this piece, we have created an interactive appendix so you can try out S-Cube for yourself. please find the link to the Project S3 website in our paper for how you can freely access these tools. There, we have made our data publicly available so you can come up with your own coding schemes using our framework, or even try to automate such mapping with software tools that can be found in Python or R. And we have also created a set of interactive documents and videos to show you how we have used Miro to build the cognitive maps you see in our article. Now we want to hear from you. How did you find exploring this data and using the S-Cube framework and tools? Where do you agree and find this useful? And where do you disagree and find limitations? We look forward to hearing about your own personal S-Cube journeys and wish you the best of luck as you work to improve our world through your own major programs. Thank you for listening, and we really look forward to hearing from you.